Hey, good morning, and welcome to Pharrell and the Prophet. Hey, Scott, I know nothing gets your day going like a nice war. How are we doing over there in Iran, Iraq, Somalia? What are we doing? We're bombing everybody.
Well, we're bombing Iran, and
Iran. Oh,
and they're bombing everywhere there's U.S. installations in the Middle East, from Abu Dhabi to Bahrain. There's obviously chaos everywhere. So Iran's going after all the U.S. places that they have in the Middle East, and what we're doing is bombing the shit out of Iran. And then, I love live
you
television
you you
war.
love it.
There's nothing. There's
You
nothing
love
like
it.
it. Hurricanes, bomb cyclones, war, fires, anything that's, remember, like, even, I hate to say it, but like the footage of the fires in California last year it was just crazy watching that whole, entire cities burn to the ground. That's just tremendous television. It is.
Yeah, but
There's
let's
nothing
go
like
back to.
like disasters and catastrophes. There's nothing like it.
All right, so let's go back to Abu Dhabi because when I was there was a couple of warnings. My kids were like, "You guys got to come home now." I'm like, I'm not going home. I'm in Dubai. I'm at the one and only. The pool is gorgeous, but there was fighter jets, Scott, religiously going back and forth. And we were asking the folks at the hotel who were running the place. In the beginning, they go, "Oh yeah, that's normal." And then one of the pool guys walks over to me, this young guy from India actually, and he goes, "Not normal." Not normal at all.
So the Israelis are in on it with us, and that's because Iran's going to bomb the shit out of Israel.
No question.
They hate the Jews,
Yeah, they're gonna
and
bomb
they
them.
they blame them for everything. And there's no one they hate more than us and the Jews.
Yeah,
So it's just war on
and gypsies.
television. It
Yeah,
really is better than the NBA. As you know.
that's
But hey,
yeah,
we hit the Nick game last night. That was good. We hit Michigan. We hit
yeah.
Arkansas State. We hit a bunch of bets, and there's a ton of games today. I'll be going back and forth from games to war. Now, I will tell you that my young friend Shep, the Iron Shep, Shepherd's Pie, who does NBA radio on SiriusXM. He does the post game show every night. Great gig. He's on SiriusXM, and he gets all the best players in the league gift wrapped to him on the air after every
Sure,
game. They come off the court and they go on because the
love it.
NBA owns that channel. So he's coming to visit me today. He's always been like a family member here in the city. And he once a year, once every couple of years, he'll come visit for the day. He was going to bring his dog George, but they apparently something happened. He's not bringing the dog.
Oh my God, is his dog got a problem too? I mean, we can.
I
That
don't
would
know.
be.
It's a pit bull. I have no problem. As you know, I just lost my dog.
I
So
know,
it probably would have cheered up these hoes I live with, but they are not going to see the dog. The dog is not coming. But
but
I am
Shep's
going to
gonna
see
come.
him.
Yeah, but Shep will
He
come.
was on my show forever. And
I
then when
know.
I did
I
that show
understand.
on December 28th, when I did the last show on CBS Sports Radio, I did it with him. So it was funny because my son said to me, wow, it's cool you get to see Shep. I go, I just saw him December 28th, so I don't really need to see him, but he is coming to spend the day with me at the Stone here in Hell's Kitchen.
I like it. I like it. All right. Well,
I do
I'm
have a
gonna.
bunch of stuff I want to run by you. Do you want me
Let's
to
do
do
it. Let's
that
run
now?
shit.
All
Let's
right.
run shit.
Let's start with crazy shit because it's important that I believe it's always important that you give me your opinion about crazy shit. All right, I want to start with this, and you just give me an answer on each one of these.
All right, hang on.
The
I'm
NFL
opening up.
sets the salary cap at 301 million. It's up, I think, 22 million from last year.
Yeah. Tell me what's your question on that, Scott? You broke up, but tell me. So, 301 million is amazing, amazing, and Scott, it's doubled in 10 years. I mean, it's fucking amazing, and I'm excited about that because I just love the circus of the free agency. But what's the exact question?
Nothing. But did you see that it went to 301 million? There you
Yeah,
go. So you
I'm
answered.
all about it, brother. I
All right.
love it.
So, did you see the Stony Brook star player Hawker on a Monmouth fan in their basketball game last night? He luged
He
on
lubed.
a fan right in the face. I think that is fantastic.
Okay, I did not see that, But I here's the thing. I never judge too quickly, Scott. Somebody must have said something that pissed him off and probably deserved the big flemmer right in the eyeball. So I'm going to say he's okay. He's good.
Two things about your Mets. One, Freddie Peralta's the opening day starter, and
Why
then
not?
and then Devin Williams threw his first pitch as a Met, and it was knocked out of the stadium.
There you go. Oops. Nobody cares about the preseason ball except for my nephew. So away we go.
Bullshit. I bet on the Giants yesterday on Pharrell Unplugged to beat the Dodgers their first spring loss, and that hit.
Yeah, hey, I got a quick one for you, Scott. That kid you got hit 2 home runs 2 days ago. That young kid you have
Connor
in Pittsburgh.
Griffin.
How are they ever not gonna bring him up right now?
Now.
How could they not do that, Scott? He's that good.
He should be, just move him over to third and let him lead off, and that's the end of it. He's better than every guy on the fucking team except for Skeens.
Listen, I'm completely with you. Absolutely generational talent. He looks like a freak.
So how about this? So Paramount ended up getting the Warner Brothers distribution.
Bye Netflix.
So they beat him out for the WBD. And now, I don't know if you knew this or not, this is what CBS Sports will have and TNT Sports. They'll have the NFL, Major League Baseball, March Madness, the UFC. There's an event tonight in Mexico, real safe place. The Masters, the NHL, NASCAR, and the Champions League, all on CBS and Paramount. They just took over sports.
Yeah, I have a question for you, Scott. I want to throw it back at you guys. The roster, partner, I'm with you. It's unbelievable, Scott. They really have a breadth and depth that's absolutely stunning. But what they did buy, just so you know, lost $250 million in the last quarter, and they had to up the bid, and the thing just hemorrhages money. Do you think Netflix finally said, hey, I'm glad we didn't buy this fucking thing?
No, I actually think that it was, even though it's been disastrous, some might see that, like, you're a gigantic multimillionaire advertising agent executive, big cash, yacht, fucking multiple cribs, travel the world. You wouldn't see that as an opportunity for them to turn that into money and make money off of that purchase? Like, it's in rags. I won't deny they've got problems.
It is in rags,
but
Scott.
they, like Paramount and CBS, they're not stupid. They're going to fix it. I think the people that ran that thing were stupid.
Yeah, and you could, Scotty, you could be right, and you've seen more stupid in sports broadcasting than any human who has ever lived on the face of this good earth. So you know what dumb looks like.
Well,
there's no question about that.
People that I've, dealt with in, that are stupid are in radio. So radio doesn't matter like television does.
True.
And remember, the idiots that I dealt with in television, it was streaming computer television. It was not real television at the pancake griddle. Let's stop acting like, I even wrote the other day, you saw it on social media, like people watch ESPN, they don't watch streaming computer channels.
You're
like,
right,
that's like telling me that YouTube TV. Okay, YouTube TV is one thing. YouTube video is another. You might as well have OnlyFans on with chicks fucking dildoing their clits. I mean, you might as well. Stop telling me about that shitty fucking computer television. When people watch TV, they watch the goddamn TV and they watch ESPN. When they watch their sports, even if it sucks dick, and I think they have so many fucking losers and tools on that channel. And I think some of their shows are fucking bunk and boring and fucking disastrous. But I'll say this, people still watch it. People will still watch shitty ESPN because that's what they watch. They watch ESPN for sports. That's it.
So what I'm trying to do is, because I want to unpack that just a little bit, Scott, because you brought a lot up there, and a lot of it's completely intriguing. But what I want to unpack is, we were talking about a multi-gazillion merger, and then, if I'm not mistaken, we had a dildo and a clit, and it happened fast. It was ergo sum. and you're like, oh, it's a huge fucking merger. Wall Street's going dildo on the clit. And
this is why I enjoy doing profitable.tv and running our own company as opposed to working for fucking cunts. I am done listening to fucking cunts give me advice. When I want to talk about a fucking clit and a dildo, I'll do it right here.
Yes, right here, right now. Hey, Scott, do you have any time for me to just share a little bit of the update that's going on right now in the elite program?
Yes.
With it. So I want to give you I'll try and do this in 1 minute, partner. So here's what's going on. Scott knows this. We have been living, along with the team, we dove into a rabbit hole. And turns out the rabbit hole was really fucking deep. We dove about 90 days ago thinking we would come back out of the aforementioned rabbit hole in about a week to 10 days. It took 90 days because I'm a perfectionist motherfucker who is anal as shit and absolutely crazy. But we did climb back out of the rabbit hole, Scott. And you have seen I've shown Scotty some of the code. So along the way, we're on version 187. And we have now have well over 100,000 lines of code firing the engines that will run the elite program, and who knows what else. Stay tuned for that. But how it all works is really cool and really simple. We take, for instance, NCAA basketball, and we take totals. We have 3 what's called sub-engines. They battle it out. They all make their decision, and we have sliders that can manipulate the game for pace, for offensive efficiency, home court, or every variable you can imagine. But they battle it out, and then those 3 come to a consensus, and you would think, okay, now we might have a pick, we might not. No, now that exact same functionality has to go up against all the picks in the NCAA basketball universe for totals, and then it has to go against all of the NCAA, NBA, everything that's available that day, Scott. The long and the short of this is that today we're going to parse probably something like 100,000 lines of code flying to ascertain our 4 best bets. I don't want to put you to sleep, but what goes on behind the scenes with this shit is absolutely crazy. And the last piece is human intelligence, because you can do all of this, but you still have to have some fucking common sense. There's my diatribe.
I'm just glad that we have something that we refer to as the whale engine.
We do. It's the killer whale. We own the whale engine, and we own it lock, stock. That is
fantastic. All right. Do you want to go through college basketball today?
I do, brother. If you give me NBA 1 minute, I'm going to pull up my cheat sheet.
What?
College basketball. Let's do it.
All right. College basketball. Look, I'm just going to blow through here. I'm really going to blow through it. I think, listen, those 2 games, Seton Hall and UConn, are too brutal. I actually, what they did to St. John's was unbelievable. So if I were Seton Hall, I'd be very worried. And then Duke, Virginia, the bottom line is there's no way I'm betting against Duke at Cameron Indoor, even though Virginia's so good. Are you taking that 9.5, or are you going to lay it?
Scotty, right? Yeah, let's call it a double-digit game. That is a lot of points. I'm on the fence on that one. I'm sorry I can't help you. I'm on the fence. I got to pick it right up my ass. What else you got?
Okay, I like North Carolina State to roll Notre Dame in South Bend. I like Iowa at Penn State. I like Houston over Colorado in a big way down in H-Town. I like VCU over Fordham. I like LIU over Fairleigh Dickinson. I'm gonna keep rolling here.
Yeah, go ahead. How about Wofford against Citadel? I like Wofford a lot, Scott. There's the best bet for you.
Wofford, actually. Kentucky at home in Lexington over Vandy. I like Miami over BC in Coral Gables.
Okay.
And then I'm going to keep rolling here. I like Buffalo over Central Michigan. Part of the pay package today is that San Diego State, New Mexico game at the Pit in Albuquerque. I'll just tell you that. I like Oklahoma State and 10.5 at Cincinnati.
Buffalo best bet. Buffalo best bet alert. Go.
I like that. I like Georgia at home in Athens, laying 12.5 against South Carolina. I think they'll have ass sex with them. I think Arizona State's going to beat Utah in Tempe, lay the 6.5. And it just keeps going on and on. I like A&M at home against Texas. I like Arizona and Tucson over Kansas, believe it or not. I like Cal over Pitt. I like Nebraska at USC. I like Eastern Washington at home over Northern Arizona. I think Wisconsin will beat Washington, even though they lost to Oregon. I think they'll get it done. I like Iowa State at home over Texas Tech. I like Valpo at Evansville. I'm almost done here. I just want to get through these last few. I still like BYU at Morgantown against West Virginia.
What time is that game? Hold.
Over what?
What time was that BYU game?
At 5:30. I like LSU over Oklahoma in Baton Rouge. And Tennessee's going to upset Alabama today in Knoxville. And I like, believe it or not, I like SMU to pull off the win at Stanford. I think they'll get it done. And then some of the last ones, St. John's will rebound from that loss and beat Nova as far as I'm concerned. I like St. Thomas.
I like that bet a lot. But I don't know if they're going to cover, Scott. Next one.
St. Thomas in Minnesota over Omaha. I like St. Louis at home over Duquesne. I like, I'll tell you what,
that game. St. Louis is going to beat them by 20. Go ahead.
Florida and Arkansas, it's 10.5 in Gainesville. Do you think they can cover 10.5 against Arkansas?
It's right. I've got that with no help on A. I've got an 11-point game. 11-point game.
I just think it's too many points. I really do.
Yeah.
And then Utah State's laying 9.5 to Grand Canyon. They'll probably cover in Logan. And, I'll just tell you this. I like Irvine over Santa Barbara at the Brent Event Center in Irvine. Lay the 3.5. Gonzaga and St. Mary's is part of the pay package. I will tell you this. I got 2 hockey games in the pay package today. Checked the Max Profit and Profit Play videos.
Yep,
and then I like Edmonton and San Jose. St. Louis over the Devils. I'm going to go high risk. Islanders at Columbus. I like Colorado on the puck line. Lay the 1.5 against Chicago. Carolina is going to beat Detroit at home. I like LA over Calgary. I like Montreal at home over Washington. Toronto at home over Ottawa. Tampa at home over Buffalo. Dallas at home over Nashville. And I like Seattle at home over Vancouver. And I've been hitting hockey games like a motherfucker, even though I got the Wild game wrong last night.
I got a question for you, Scotty, in your expertise. Is Columbus against the Islanders going to go over?
Yes.
Thank you, because I love that over. That's the best bet for AI.
And I think the Dodgers get back to, I know it doesn't matter, but I think they get back to winning today against the Cubs. They're 6-1. I think they'll go back to winning.
Yeah, which, by the way, we are happy to have that, Scott, because we're able to run all of our testing on Major League Baseball on that engine and the 3 sub-engines. Well, it's actually 9 sub-engines for baseball because we have an engine for player props, we have an engine for total, and an engine for spreads. But, Scott, we love running it now because no one gives a fuck about preseason.
I know, but I like betting on it. I like Colorado today over Kansas City as well.
Brother. Hey, we got to run, brother. We got another show for you tomorrow, gang. We're super psyched. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning for part 2 of our weekend extravaganza. You got anything else, Scotty, or should we get the fuck out of here?
Get the fuck out of here.